Welcome everyone, this is Panda. We are live here at 50 East 57th Street in Madison Avenue. Not too far from the councilor's office. But which councilor that I'm talking about? Leave the comments down below. If you get it right, you win my heart. But anyways, let's talk about a few things about New York City. Let's talk about why I sold one of my cameras today. And let's talk about my experience. I felt like the video last night wasn't doing justice, and I want to talk about the content on YouTube and why I don't understand why some of my subscribers only want to watch the nonsense, not the realism that I present on this channel. But with that said, everyone, alright, let's talk about why I end up selling my camera. But first, I should talk about what happened with Text Friend Pizza, and I should talk about how unprofessional he was, trying to assume that automatically I was going to give him the rights to the footage, to the work that was going to be done today. But like I said, guys, I digress with that. But just take a look. I don't know why this camera is so blurry. It's so smeary. But anyway, guys, welcome. This is why I wish YouTube would give us manual controls for this overexposing right here. This is why I want to kind of do this with the back-facing camera. I think it's much more better. So I'm going to turn this camera around. And then, there you go. Yeah, so, yeah, smudges. I gotta clean it very carefully. So I like the back-facing camera better, but then again, kind of want to do this with the front-facing camera. But then again, I can talk to you guys, and also I guess I can relate to some of my problems here in New York City. One of my problems here in New York City is the way how people conduct business. And I just wanted to clarify a few things so before we start. So let me just move this a little bit over this direction. Yeah, okay? So I want to clarify some things, okay? One, you can't take advantage of people and expect to win. That's not how it works here in New York City or anywhere else in this planet. Two, you do not make assumptions that you're going to own the rights to all my video when we haven't even negotiated or finalized a contract. I call that bullying. Three, next time, talk to your business partner first before talking to me, because I don't like this half-ass, I get back to you, I'm not sure yet, I can't, I'm not sure yet. I don't like that. You have to be sure or not. With that said, everyone, why I sold my camera is because I have to go to a podiatrist to take off a big giant warp on my toe. Now, I don't know when it happened, don't know really exactly when it started happening, but I noticed a couple, like maybe 2 weeks ago at the skate event. I noticed when I was actually skating, my toe started to hurt. Then it started to grow bigger, then I couldn't wear certain shoes, like my boots. I can't wear those because those are a really tight fit. So if you have a warp, you know that you're not supposed to wear any footwear tight. You have to wear sandals or a loose fitting type of shoe. But with that said, sorry for the background noise. I am using the Comic-Con Boom XC microphone. This video is not sponsored. Please, I do want you to subscribe, like, and share. But the reason why I sold my camera is because of that reason. Last night I made a video seeing if people would like to help. I see people donate to other channels for the other content, and I noticed on my YouTube channel, which has been flat so many times, that you guys like to watch the crazy nonsense. And I noticed that. But you don't want to watch anything that's photography related, tech related, because those videos kind of bloom late in the year. So it's a year past, and let's say I made a video about my gimbal a year ago. Now it's getting traction. That's not fair, YouTube. But also for my audience, for my subscribers. Listen, you don't have to watch the content. I'm not saying that you have to, but don't watch it for like 30 seconds and then leave. That doesn't count as a view, because I can see it in the durations. And when you do that, that hurts the channel's credibility to the algorithm. Like, oh, this person doesn't want to watch this for no more than 45 seconds, then I'm not going to recommend it. You get what I'm saying? That's what happens when you do that. So, no, I'm not even making money on the channel because I've been flagged. I was flagged for a number of reasons. 1, the skate competition. 2, the music. 3, YouTube doesn't like the fact that I talk about them, or the fact, yes, YouTube does not like the fact that I actually discuss about some of the business practice they, in my opinion, just my opinion alone, I don't find it very plausible. I don't find it enough to say, oh, you're doing a great job, Susan. No, I can't say that. This has been a terrible experience for me on the platform. Yes, my subscriber view is going up. Here's a crazy thing. My subscriber count is going up, but my view and watch times are not going up that dramatically. My revenue is going down, and the only reason why the subscriptions is going up because you guys like to see the fights of other people's nonsense. I'm a documentarian. It's not for entertainment. It's showing you, like the other day, the same homeless Caucasian American guy was trying to freaking harass me in the park. Just had that confrontation for 2 minutes. And you guys sucked that up really quick. Look how many views that has. Compared to the video that I made last night, that only got 22 views. Or let's talk about the other fight about the 59th Street Columbus Circle incident. That has more than 7,000 views now. Wow. That's why I do not want to and refuse to give content. When someone is, first and foremost, I refuse to listen to someone's suggestions. Like someone recently, or been a while now, because they have an attitude with me of some sort, has been clicking the thumbs down button automatically as soon as I post a video. I told the YouTube that it's like someone is doing that automatically, like someone that I came in contact with that disagrees with me. You disagree with me because you don't have an open mind. You only see it on your side. You don't see it on both sides of the tracks. And that's the problem with some of my allies, or former allies. They only saw one side of the track, and they only wanted one side of the track to go ahead, while you left behind and you're halted. That's not how it works, friend. That's not how friendships work. Now, I sold the camera because I financially have to get better. I can't run around this city with a messed up toe. And mind you, if I would not get this toe surgery repaired, they was talking about amputation because it was getting swollen to a point where it was affected. Why is my toe affected? Because we out here in the elements. And that's just facts. I don't see anyone doing what I'm doing right now. None of you or anyone has the balls to come say, yeah, I can do what Panda's doing. I can travel with all my gear. I can travel and explore. No. You know why? Because you guys would be nervous. Just be really, really honest right now. You'd be really nervous to even be outside with your camera. Come on. Every photographer is nervous to be outside with their camera, including myself. Even right now, I'm nervous making this video. Somebody might just come along and take the phone and scoots off on the live stream. You see what I'm saying? So don't deny the fact that you're not scared. But at least I have the courage to do what I'm doing now and document it and be honest with you. And this is why I don't like the fake content on YouTube. This is why YouTube doesn't get along very well. This is why I don't understand why my subscribers are only watching the content that is more violent and not positive. I just cannot comprehend that sometimes. And it seems like people like the drama more than a solution. And that's not a solution. It's awareness. The solution is you come up with the solution. Say, hey, how can we better address this problem? How can we better help so we can prevent problems like this? Like what happened yesterday and last night. Tourists come to New York City demanding they get served at a restaurant. Mind you, New York State has a mandate that you have to have a mask and you have to show the COVID-19 card, vaccination proof, the proving that you had, and they refused to, and then a fight broke out. Then on this side of town, on the east side, people started to actually rob people as they were dining. Yes. 2 suspects get out of the car armed, decided to go up to a bunch of people as they were dining, take a Rolex off one man, and then go to another man, not his own business, but this one man refused to let someone take his belongings, and what he did, he stood up. He got shot in the leg. I would have done something like that. Why? Don't like a bully. Simple as that. I don't like a bully. Don't care. Let me explain. These thugs do not know how to shoot. Because if they really learn how to shoot, instead of shooting the guy in the leg, you would go for the kill. So there's no one testifying against you. But guess what? You made mistakes. You dropped the weapon at the scene of the crime. That's my job, ladies and gentlemen, to report to you the news that happens here in New York City. It is not no different from San Francisco, but there is some similarities and some differences between the two cities. I experience here a struggle to find subsistence, food banks, shelters that provide food. San Francisco has all of that in a whole big area. You can go literally down the street and find something to eat. Yes, San Francisco does have a problem in catering to vegan options, but now since veganism is becoming more popular, it should be in demand. But with that said here, in New York City, it is really difficult. Now they did open the food pantry in the St. Mark's in the little Soho, little Tokyo area, in that area, the East Village. But the thing about that is like there's so many homeless people here that they actually ran out of food. I actually was there and they just literally said, yo, you have to come early and you gotta come fast. Simple as that. Since they've been, on the news and popularity with some people in the communities, the homeless community have been aware of this and they've been flocking to that area because that's where the food is sometimes. And when they don't have it, you gotta fight and pinch. You gotta fight and literally pinch for that food. And I see why people have signs that, listen, I'm not gonna go to the homeless shelter because the homeless shelter is just like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, as I experienced in a homeless shelter, several of them, it's like a prison. It's like you have to listen to us. If you don't, you get kicked out. And you know what? And that's why I stopped doing that job, because the beginning of that job, I wanted to make that difference. I wanted to be that one guy that would say, screw my staff, you're violating their human rights and their constitution. No. And that's why we had beef with Porchlight, and their employees. They didn't like the fact that I was standing up for the client's rights and constitution. And got the nerve to accuse me for something that they know I did not do. So this is why I say, yeah, and they're not going to cater to what your food dietitian describes you to eat so you can live a better life. They're not going to follow your dietitian's recommendations. Whatever they have is what they have. That's why when you go to the shelter, it's a hit and miss. And if you do, you gotta register, you gotta do this, you gotta go for TB shots. So it would take a few days even to even get a bed or even get a meal. And if you get a meal, you have to wait a certain amount of time in order to get a meal. I haven't been to one yet, but this is what I researched here, and this is why there's not a lot in Manhattan. That's why you see a lot of people ask for subsistence or money for subsistence. But then again, you don't have to always believe in that, because sometimes they ask for money for subsistence, they go buy alcohol, they go buy drugs with it. And I'm not saying that that's everyone that is houseless. No. Because if that's the fact, then I should be doing that too. I should not have a cell phone. I should sell this right now, this cell phone right now, and go get a pack of booze. You know, just get a 6-pack. Yeah. No. No. And that's the stereotype and the criticism in the city. People look at you, they look at, especially tourists. Why are tourists looking at you when they're the ones that are visiting as you are visiting? Or if you live here and you're homeless in New York City, and you're a modest and honest homeless person, people literally look at you as if you're still low and despicable. Really? Oh, my panda. You guys have a lot to learn about socialism. Seriously. And New York has a bad taste of that. People, they feed off that. People give off that sometimes. This is why I switch locations. I went from the west side to the east side. I saw a better hospitality on the east side than the west side. Why? Just within the first 2 hours of me being on the east side, people were like, hey, you're gonna take a picture of me? I was like, if you want me to. She goes, no, I'm just kidding, I just wanna have a conversation. What's up? You seem like you've been struggling. What's up? What's your name? People just started conversating to me, talking to me, that kind of thing. West side people's like, yeah, oh, you must be homeless. I served you right, you fucking douchebag. You hear that sometimes. You hear that. You hear like, what's his deal? Oh yeah, he's African American. That's, most of them are going to be homeless anyway. And that's another thing I have heard several times from people. And from one friend of mine, this is why we are not friends. He's like, well, most black people end up homeless anyway because they fail to listen. I was like, really? We fail to listen to what? To your white man, to your white demands? No. That's bullshit. I told him. I said, I'm a neutral state. I'm white, black, Asian, everybody loves me. What's the problem? See? So in New York City, I've been getting that, but I've been brushing it off. Why? Because my importance right now is to be my health and being better. Getting my warp off my foot by selling one of my cameras to pay for the podiatrist. And this is the funniest thing. My insurance at first did not cover it until I started talking to him. It's like, wait, how do you not cover a podiatrist? And I understand. They told me the whole, this is the problem about the medical insurance system here in the States. It's so colluded with a bunch of red tape and bunch of bullshit. You go to another country, I guarantee it'd be so much simpler. And it's like, oh, wow, just that simple, wow. Go get them, boys, I guess. If they're bad guys, because there's a lot of bad people walking around here. I did explain to you tonight what just happened last night. And as a photographer, I'm always scared about my gear. But I'm also disappointed about how people want to conduct the business and assume that they're going to own the rights of everything I took, that I record or capture as a photographer and documentarian. Doesn't work that way, friend. Doesn't work that way. You guys want to support the channel financially, I can really use it, because even though we sold the camera, we're still short to pay for the podiatrist. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I did it. I told the directors I might be short because I'm struggling, but I really, really need them. They kind of understood my situation. You know, it seemed like the woman seemed to be like, I told her the truth. See, and this is why sometimes the truth always works in your favor. When you always tell the truth to someone, you don't have to know the person to say, listen, my insurance is being such a crappy right now, but I'm going to pay out of my pocket, but whatever I can, I'm going to pay most of it. I said, okay, and then maybe you can work out a payment plan and I can pay you off over time, like, you know, but yeah, so I'm kind of working on selling another piece of equipment, and I'm sorry, that's the sacrifices I have to make for my health, because I asked for help. I didn't receive it. I'm not expected to receive it, but I was hoping to receive it so I don't have to sell the gear that I really needed for, which is my photography and the videography stuff. But like I said, I do have faith of getting the stuff back, because look what happened. We broke a camera. We still got to get that one fixed. And then a couple of weeks later, we sacrificed. We stood outside for a whole month. We saved up so much money to buy 2 cameras, and then now have to sell one of those 2 cameras. So it's unfortunate, but we are live here at Madison Avenue and 57th Street, everybody, in New York City. And I can't see the comments, but I am going to go read the comments right now. I don't see any comments, but yes, guys, because right now I'm famished, you know. By the way, I did sell my camera, but here's the thing. PayPal likes to hold your money. Why do they do that? For a mind you, it's only $362. They took their tax and stuff, whatever, blah, 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 right? I was like, okay, for $362, you're gonna hold money on my Panda. I can understand if it's a $1,000 transaction or even a $500 transaction. But come on, PayPal, you've been doing this quite a bit to me lately, and I don't really appreciate it. But then again, it is a reliable banking system, and I shouldn't have to wait 48 to 72 hours, sometimes 96 hours in some cases. I should not have to wait. But if you guys want to help me financially, you can go to the PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. You can help me pay off the rest of my dietitian bill, which is, what is it, 177 left? I think I have to pay some. I'm just gonna pay 180. Yeah, I'm just trying to do calculation, trying to do like the transportation, because mind you guys, I also have to, when I go to the podiatrician, I'm gonna have to put this stuff somewhere. That means I'm gonna have to get a hostel for the day. So, yes. So when I have to go for the surgery, I'm supposed to be off my foot for the day, and then the next day I can walk around easily. So I'm preparing myself for this because I really want to start skating. I can't skate with that on my foot. I cannot. It hurts so much. And Lord Brian, if you can testify in the comments how when I showed you the video on my word, you were like, ew, what the hell was that? It looked like it was a growing, it looks like a growing heart. I swear to you, it was like, it literally grew in size. So, and I wear these shoes, these Nike, these are called the Nike Reacts. They are a very flexible and light, super light fabric. And the shoe is so light that you don't really feel it on your feet. But it gives me the space from the toe can breathe, so it doesn't put pressure. Because when you put pressure on the wart, you just increase the wart to grow bigger and be more irritated. But, like I said, guys, if you guys want to help me pay the rest of that, I really would appreciate it if you help me do that. But lately, if you guys haven't seen my Instagram, please go to my Instagram, check out the photos I have posted. I'm a concept and visualized artist. I don't do what everyone else wants to do. I do what I want to do as a photographer. Like tonight, after I'm done with this video, I'm going to take another picture of this building here. This time, I'm not on 34th Street. I'm on 57th Street, and I like this view of this building. The lights are blue this time, so hopefully I can capture this building. I don't even know what this building is, to be honest. But there's a lot of surveillance cameras around here. And look at that. You got the NYPD, like Wi-Fi and everything. Like they are modern in this area because, first and foremost, you got a lot of Fifth Avenue is right there, but you got a lot of luxury, expensive attire places around here. I personally don't shop at them. I shop at H&M. Go H&M. H&M is where I like to shop. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, or sometimes Target. I like to go get the Goodfellas stuff. Yeah, I like the Goodfellas stuff sometimes. They're affordable, reasonable price. I don't like to pay. I used to pay for luxury stuff, and then I realized I'm wasting money. I'm wasting time. I shouldn't be out here trying to show off or to make someone else look like I got thousands of dollars. No, someone should just love me for who I am. You should love me for what I stand up for, for myself, but how I present myself. I shouldn't have to put on an image, and a fake one at that, to get you to like me and subscribe to my channel or follow me on Instagram. That's not how humanization should work. Our species should work like, hey, you want to follow me? You want to gain more friends? Can we hang out sometime? Can we like smoke a joint or drink some beer or karaoke or like sushi? You like Korean food? Like spicy food? You know, that should be the introduction to an invite. But yeah, you don't get that quite often anymore these days. You have to literally let people know. And I'm saying this out loud because I want New Yorkers to know sometimes I've been treated unfairly here. Not just by the MTA system or my Panda. That's been terrible. Let me just check the battery life because I did not charge my battery. I do apologize, guys. Alright guys, so I'm gonna have to end this video because again, I lost the original iPhone cable. I'm using some cheap iPhone cable that's not charging my phone correctly. So yeah, that's also why I kind of wanted, I sold the camera for what I wanted it for. And then I was gonna buy the iPhone cable. I was gonna buy me some food tonight because I am famished. Guys, I haven't eaten in 2.5 days. Why do I do that? Because I want to save money. We did that in San Francisco. In San Francisco, we didn't eat for, it was like, what, every other 3 days we didn't eat in San Francisco? Sometimes it's 4 days. Because we eated $2, we went to the $2, what is that, $2 Vietnamese place. Then I found Dragon Eats, which I really missed that place. I really missed Dragon Eats. That was the best banh mi sandwich on the West Coast. Oh my Panda. It's like, I've been to a lot of Vietnamese like shops, but that was the best banh mi sandwich I ever tasted. It was like, it took me back to like Thailand. When I was first Thailand and I had banh mi, I was like, oh, that feeling. You know, that when your stomach says, yeah, Panda, we should have been eating this from day one. You know you're gonna go back. And I wish there was a good banh mi shop here, but there isn't actually. And I'm sorry to the Vietnamese community, but you guys got the pho pack, and I don't eat pho, but just saying, just make sure that the video doesn't pause because I'm about to 20%. So with that said, guys, please, I'm asking for your support. I'm a real person. I go through real struggles and real problems as everyone else. I'm not denying that I might have screwed up some here and there, but we all do screw up. We all fuck up at some point. But this pandemic, this whole system, the injustice, my lawsuit with Porchlight, it's been an ongoing issue. Financially, it's cost me more money than I actually expected it to cost me. Financially, they didn't worry about E's family. If you guys don't know about E, make sure this. E. Lee was a girlfriend of mine, and we separated for a while, but we still kept in contact. That's why I go to Wisconsin. And I'm still dealing with that loss. But guys, I would love to communicate with you through Instagram or Facebook. But like I said, you guys want to support the channel, the PayPal, Cash App, Venmo is there. It's going to help me get back to what I want to do, which is more positive rollerblading. I want to get back into rollerblading. I want to fuck something up. I want to make a crowd of people go, what the hell was that, Panda? Because I'm really good with the rollerblades. I'm really good at the rollerblades. I just want to get back into the rollerblades. But with that said, everyone, please do support, subscribe, like, and share. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.
Yeah.